Does this go to YouTube? I guess I'm live. I have no idea what's happening now. Oh no, you can see my bad paint job there. Let's try to move it here. Here we go. That's better. Hey, hey, everybody who's not in here. I don't know if you're in here. I'm just testing this out, this live stream here on YouTube. And I wanted to talk about my favorite cruise. Hopefully, the audio is good on the Celebrity Beyond so far. I've been on 28 cruises. That was number 26. And it was my favorite mainly because of the crew. And the 10 days that we were there, we really got to build relationships. And we even are friends with some of them now on social media. And they're doing big things. We got to meet Captain Kate. And I don't know how this works if people come in here or if I don't know how this works. So I'm still kind of learning this. I might go live on TikTok also and try to get people in here. And I don't know. Actually, how does this look? Let me pull it up because let's see here. Got distracted by TikTok already. If anybody's in here and wants to comment, I don't know. I'm looking at my laptop here, so when I look away, I got the camera here. I have it on my DJI, so it is following me, which is nice. But I don't know how the lighting looks, so I'm trying to log in, and I don't even know if you can hear me. I want to see how it looks on YouTube here. Let's see here. Am I? How do you even find it? Go to my account. Okay. There's a little. Oh, okay. Don't look too bad. Hey, Kathy Maple. I see you in there. So it's coming in like that. Okay. It's working. How are you, Kathy? It's just me and you, it looks like. You can hear me loud and clear. Thank you. I was talking about Celebrity Beyond. Hey, you just finished a cruise too, right? When I was going on my Panama cruise, April, right? You were going on a cruise. Hey, buddy, you can't come in here right now. I'm on camera. Tell me about your cruise. You're my first person on my YouTube live. I go live a lot on TikTok. A lot of people don't use TikTok that are on YouTube and vice versa. But next Tuesday, I'm going live on Destination Fun's YouTube channel. They live in Tampa, and they have another YouTube channel with cruising and different things. And me and Brittany are going live with our channels on there. It's gonna look like this, but more professional. They're gonna have like boxes. I don't know how to do the stuff that they do, but I'm just testing it out right now. And I'm in my fake studio here in the corner of my one of my rooms in my house that I threw it together. Got the wall painted and some stuff from different cruises back here. But yeah, I was saying about Celebrity Beyond. It was my favorite so far. I think because it was 10 days. That was a ultimate Southern Caribbean cruise. So we went to 5 different ports. 4 of them were ports we've never been to, which was Barbados, St. Kitts, St. Lucia, and Antigua. We've been to St. Martin, but I really liked St. Kitts and Barbados and Antigua. St. Lucia, not so much, but maybe because we didn't leave the port area, we just stayed pretty much in the port, and it was pretty hot. And a lot of people asking if we wanted to buy their services and shop, and we're like, nah, we're good. We had a great time. My first time out of Tampa, really. That's actually, I'm looking at one out of Tampa. Is it Enchantment? It's an older Royal Caribbean ship. Because yeah, with Tampa, even though the Skyway Bridge is so big, it has to be a smaller ship. And I like the port of Tampa; it's beautiful. I was at Sparkman Wharf last summer, just visiting the area. We had to go because Brittany's grandmother was real sick, but we went down and visited the area, and we got to see the cruise port. There was cruise ships there, pretty cool place. And we've been once many years ago when we still lived next to y'all or in the area. Sorry, I don't want to say where you live. And we went out of it then, and I didn't really like it, but it came up like it's been fit. Like they really remodeled. They did a lot to the area. The garage looks nice. I'm sure the parking's expensive though. You went on Enchantment, okay? So I'm looking at one. It's like a 6 day, or it could be an 8 day. I don't remember, but it leaves out of Tampa, and I kind of like that because we got family there, so we can park the car there. We don't have to pay for parking. I think it's a good idea. I'm hoping this my internet is uploading this. I don't know how this works. See, I'm learning this. I think this will save now on my YouTube account, which is great, and that's awesome. I'm trying to see what all I can do with this. Uh, I don't know how hard it is. Let's see here. I think I can. Oh, I hit that show, and it'll show everybody. That's how you do it in the chat, or it's this way, like that. When people are asking questions, so that way I can answer questions, highlight them, or respond to comments, not just questions. You don't need me to answer any questions. You've done many cruises, so I'm learning all the stuff on this. I don't know hashtag. I don't know if that does anything. I don't know how you set that up, but there's a way you set up a hashtag and it'll get people to go to your YouTube channel if you have one and subscribe. Anyway, but back to Beyond, we got to meet Captain Kate, and I'm really falling in love with Celebrity as a brand. Their food has been the best, but I haven't been on like Holland, I haven't been on Disney or Princess, and I heard they all have really good food also, or Virgin. We might not ever do Virgin though. We keep looking at it, but they're so expensive, and we don't really party, and they seem to be a party boat, party ship. But the Beyond Celebrity in general, they have really good food. Captain Kate was there, and a lot of her crew, like all the crew actually, they just were the best crew we've ever had, or they seem to be the happiest crew. All the crew members we've had on different ships, the room stewards, the waiters, the servers, they've all been excellent, except for maybe on a few, but nobody that's been terrible. But I really got to meet a lot of. Oh, you love Celebrity in Holland? Awesome. Yeah, I think we have similar tastes. Holland, I heard Holland is a little more like traditional, and they have some good deals right now. There's like a couple of long itineraries too, like not world cruises, but like 12 days, 20 days, or something like that. Seem to be pretty good prices. So I mean, it's still expensive, but seems like a bargain, a steal, if you were to say. But I never have tried Holland, and I am very interested. I kind of like. I want to try the tradition. I heard their food is the best. That's what everybody on Celebrity, the people on Celebrity that we've ate next to a couple of nights, they said Celebrity's quality, even though we think it's great, they said it's gone down in the recent years, after, especially after the pandemic time frame. And they said Holland has the best like MDR main dining room food that they've had without having to do. I like Celebrity too though, and I never have. You don't even have to do a specialty restaurant. All the food, the buffet, it's all good. And obviously, I like to eat a lot of food. Uh, but the ship is beautiful. The Edge class. Have you done an Edge class on Celebrity? We've done now 3 Celebrity cruises. We're about to do a class we haven't done, the Solstice class on the Celebrity Reflection. We're actually doing Reflection 3 times this year, which is crazy. But they're shorter cruises. We're just doing three different ones. And we've been on the Edge class with the Ascent and the Beyond, and the Millennium class on the Summit going through the Panama Canal. And that's their smallest class. And I'm excited to try the Solstice class. A lot of the people who are true, like they're loyal to Celebrity, they said that's their favorite class of ship, because the Edge class is nice, but it's completely different layout. It's real open concept, and there's not really separations of spaces. Like the lounges all kind of just bleed into each other. Whereas on these other classes, the older classes, they have more separate spaces and venues, and the noise doesn't carry over into the other space. And it's more of an intimate, but also a traditional cruise feeling. And I'm excited to try it. That's the first time we've tried, because Celebrity's easier because I think they only have like 15 ships or in 3 classes. But they actually have 4 if you count the exploration ones, the Galapagos and those. I think they have 2 of those. I probably will never try those, but I'm so I guess we haven't done all the man. I didn't think of that. No, I'm not that high up yet. My aunt is going to. Ooh, awesome, June and Celebrity. I was looking at actually one on that on. I think it was Constellation, or it's one of the. It's like the Summit. It's one of those, I believe. And they have a lot. They had a couple of good deals in June, and then also in Northern Europe in July, in like Norway, Scotland, Ireland, Iceland area, that type of area. But I just can't get away from my work. Work gets in the way. You're scheduled for Ascent next year. CK, thank you for joining. I actually have people in here. Kathy, you brought more people in. Thank you. And forgive me, I have my mouse tucked away back here because I don't have a desk in front of me, and I have my laptop on top of a clothes basket right now. And so I'm adapting, learning this as we go. And I'm going to stay on for probably 30 minutes, maybe. I've been on for 11, and that way I'm going to see if this uploads to YouTube. I have no idea if it does. If that does, and that's going to be awesome, then I can help make a video every week like that, and that'll totally save me some time. The Summit was your first cruise. Awesome. That was Captain Kate's first ship as a captain, an official captain. And I like the Summit. We got to experience it 14 days in a row, so we really learned to fall in love with. I mean, I probably am good with like a couple of months break from it, a year maybe, and then I don't mind going back because now they're in Alaska, and it was a beautiful ship. I like the layout, and they really keep everything remodeled. The rooms are beautiful. And right after that, we did a short 4-day on Navigator of the Seas in Long Beach. When we got off a Summit, we spent 2 days in Anaheim. Then we went on the Navigator, and we could really compare the two ships because they're about the same age. So about 20 from 2001, around that age. And so the Summit's 2001. And I think the Navigator's 2001. They were both refurbished big time in 2019, and you can really see that on the Celebrity ship, in my opinion, more than the Royal ship. I think you see it on the Navigator of the Seas in the public area. So like up by the pool deck and the promenade, they really had those spaces looking nice. Whereas on Celebrity, the staterooms were beautiful. Like they were modernized. You could still see it's like the old bones of the ship, but they had completely nice amenities, just modern looking things. And even though it was a smaller room, because older ships, usually the rooms are a little smaller, I love that balcony room. It was in good condition for the age, and good amenities. I really do love the Summit. I think it's a good ship. Good ship. Just turned 65, so might be cutting hours. Like retiring, Kathy. I can't believe like how long we've known each. I've known you, I guess, since 2005. That's like 20 years when you think about it. Congratulations. I would have never guessed you're turning 65. CK, just off of Allure of the Seas. Oh, let me show it here. Let me start being professional. Thank you to Destination Fun, too, if they ever watch this or come in here. They're the ones who taught me or showed me this. And so if this works, and right now this is free platform, which is cool. I might look into upgrading because I think you get a lot more options, which is nice. And forgive me, my air conditioning in this house is really bad right now. We've got temporary units on and fans, so it's a little bit noisy in here. But you're just off Allure of the Seas and booked Sun Princess for 2026. That's a new princess brand, and I want to try it. I follow some YouTubers, which I'm sure you do too, that have been on it already, and it looks stunning. I want to try Princess. My grandmother, rest in peace, she only sailed with Princess. She refused to try any other brand. And when I told her it was Carnival, she was like, "No, it's not." And I'm like, "It's technically a Carnival Corp brand." But she goes, "It's not Carnival." And I'm like, "You've never been on Carnival." I love Carnival too, though. So I love all cruises. You can't hate a cruise. 22 years at Walmart. You're starting to sound like Jimmy. Wow, Kathy. If I would have stayed, I guess I would have been almost 20. That is insane to me. Wow. Because I started in 2005 in January, and I retired from it in 2015 July as an assistant manager in Tampa at Town and Country. And I have never done anything better. I miss the days when I was a department manager. That was my favorite time, when I was in pharmacy, department manager. And maybe that was like the only thing is the pay wasn't that good back then, but that was my favorite time. And every time after that, it was too stressful, way too stressful. Anyway, congratulations, Kathy. And I hope you get to take a lot more time off. Enjoy your pre-retirement, because you've still got a lot of working in you. You're a tough lady. That's awesome, though. That's an accomplishment. A lot of people can't stick it out 2 years in a job nowadays because the stress. But good for you. I see a lot of people. Look at CK there, congratulating you, Kathy. I see a lot of people still. I follow the Facebook pages of the stores that I worked at, and I still see y'all on there every once in a while, and certain pictures or a lot of the people in there. And I know, like, Grace just retired. I shouldn't be naming all the names actually, but a lot of people retiring, and good for y'all, because that's the point. That's the point. Get out with some life and some money and enjoy yourself. Here you go. Thank you, CK, from Kathy. But yeah, Celebrity Beyond. I really didn't go into that ship thinking it was going to be my favorite. I always said the Carnival Horizon. It's still one of my favorites. My 8-day true ABC Island cruise that we did last year. That's a really good itinerary, good ship, and we had a great time on that one, and that was my favorite. But a lot of people always ask me on TikTok Live, what's your favorite cruise? And so now I'm switching to Celebrity Beyond 10-day Ultimate Southern Caribbean. Now, maybe if it was a 4-day or 7-day, I wouldn't have thought it was my favorite. It's still great, all around great, but everything hit the marks, mainly, especially the crew interactions we had, and seeing the crew work with other people and guests and other crew members. Like, they all worked great as a team. There was no like negativity, and I've never been in an environment for that many days on a cruise ship where they just seem to be on cloud nine. And I don't know if there's something in the coffee or they just get treated better. I don't know. They seemed happy, very happy. And I think that's a testament to their leadership, which is hard to find good leadership. Kathy, I'm sure you've been through a lot of leadership. 22 years. When I was there, I've been through a lot, and it can make or break you. That's part of the reason why I left. My leadership at the time, my store manager basically left to another store, and then we got a new one, not naming any names, and just completely, I started living up here and then having to go down and work I was 4 on, 3 off, and I worked like 1 p.m. to 1 a.m., but I never left till like 4 a.m. Then I had to drive home 2 hours. Then I had 3 days to recuperate and go right back into it. But I was getting called in for meetings on my days off, 2 hours away, 2.5 hours away, for a 20-minute meeting. And I'm like, can I just do it by phone? Nope, you got to come in. This is ridiculous. So that's your whole day off ruined to come to a 20-minute meeting. And I said, no, I'm not coming. I remember the day, I was July 15th. I remember it like it was yesterday. July 15th, 2015. I was at Cedar Key. I was visiting for the first time, me and Britt. We had our dog, and I got a call. Hey, where are you at? I'm like, I'm at home. I'm off. I need you to be here by such and such time. I'm like, that means I had to leave right now. I was like, I can't do that. Yes, you can. I said, I'm not coming. And I hung up. I was like, nope, screw that. I ain't doing that. Anyway, enough about me. Kathy's favorite is the ABC Islands. Can't remember the ship name. Hey, I'm getting to that point. You've done a lot of cruises, so it all kind of blurs into each other. That's one good thing about my YouTube videos and TikTok. Helps me remember what the heck I've been on. But it is a good itinerary. A true ABC, you need like 8 days minimum. And I think unless you're leaving from Puerto Rico, it's only going to be 8 days from somewhere in Florida, or minimum. And I really like, my favorite is still Aruba. I went to Bonaire for the first time because we've been to Aruba and Curacao a few times on other cruises. But finally, we did a true ABC and we got to see Bonaire with it in order, ABC. And I really loved Bonaire, but we didn't do an excursion, which we messed up on. We didn't rent a golf cart. And the other two islands, we had excursions. So Aruba, we did an excursion. And then in Curacao, we did a all-inclusive resort right there in the port, basically. And I love Aruba. We've always talked about that could be a retirement destination for us. It is more expensive than other Caribbean islands to live on, but they have a very good infrastructure. Their water system is all clean. It's desalinated water. They'll never run out of it. It's very clean. It's like drinking distilled water or pure, very clean drinking water. And I just think the people seem real happy there, and I really love it. And I'm glad that's your favorite because it's mine. It basically is mine until this one. And this one is it's not the why it's my favorite is not the itinerary. It is the crew and the vibe of the ship got me. And we did see new ports. Okay, let's see here. CK. I was booked on April. It was canceled for dry dock, but if I rebooked, I got 300 apiece onboard credit. Wow, okay, 600. So I did know. Hey, why not? CK, are you a subscriber to me? If you don't mind me asking, do I know you from TikTok or do you from other places? Where are you at in Florida? I live in Gainesville now, up north. I've been here since basically while I was still working. We moved in 2015 in May, and we were still back and forth in Tampa. And then once I left Walmart, we're up here, and I work for the post office. But you know, I know YouTube told me you were live, and I took the plunge. Oh, awesome! Well, thank you for joining me. I think it's just us three. Oh, it says three people are in here. I think. I don't know. It could be me. So thank you all. This is my first time live on YouTube. I know I do. I normally go live on TikTok around this time every night, and it's a lot more casual. Like I don't have a mouse in my hand or anything, and it's kind of the same people come in, which is cool. Like I know them, they know me. But I want to try doing this once a week. I'm thinking Friday nights, which Friday nights is usually busy for people in their lives, but not for us. Like Brittany's actually out of town right now for work, my wife, and she has a YouTube channel, Nautical Wanderers. That was actually it's our channel, but during the pandemic, we didn't make any content, and it got demonetized. And then I started making my own content right afterwards, kind of, and then I got monetized. Now she's almost back to being monetized, so I don't know. We might just be using both channels actually, like putting content on both. She's a much better editor than I am. I will tell you that if you watch my videos. But hey, I did work on one tonight with the Celebrity Summit, our Panama cruise. It was basically just sea days. Or after embarkation day, we did 2 sea days in a row, and not much content on there actually because I did a lot of editing those 2 days. Sleeping, I rest. Sea days, I love to rest and relax. I do a little bit of stuff, and then I'm like, let me go lay down. It's what I love to do. You're an organic follower. Hey, that's pretty cool. That means YouTube is working, right? I appreciate that. Do you have a channel or do you make content? Because I try to anytime I can, I follow people back. And I guess I don't know. We're at 23 minutes. I might go. I said at least 30, and see what we can talk about. So that the Celerity Beyond was my 26th cruise, and I can't believe I waited till probably like 24 cruises to try Celebrity for the. I've always been intrigued, and I finally took the plunge. We went on ascent on the second sailing after the inaugural sailing. I cannot say that word. People on TikTok know it. Inaugural sailing. So December 7th, I believe, or December 10th of last year. And it was still in inaugural mode. So there was a lot more food. Like they had in one of my videos, if you go and look, or you don't have to, but if you ever stumble across it, you'll see the extravaganza buffet, which all celebrity ships in the fleet do that on the last sea day buffet lunch. So like from 11 to 2:30 usually is that lunch time frame. They'll do something a little extra. And on the summit, all they had was peel and eat shrimp, and they had a lot of like different meats and stuff. But on the ascent, they had cocktail shrimp, peel and eat shrimp, crab legs. They had lobster tails. I'm talking tails, and I had two plates because my wife doesn't eat seafood. She walked around. It was unlimited, but like you can't hold 8 plates and go through there. So she walked in front of me. I was loading her up, and then I would load myself up, and then I went and sat down. And she went and got her regular non-seafood fare. But they really did it up, and I did not know that's a perk. So that's something to keep in mind. And also, if you happen to do it on an as new a ship as possible, at least with Celebrity, so when we went on Beyond, it was a little more elevated too than the Summit because I think it's still new, and they maybe the class being different has something to do with it. And it also fell on Easter Sunday, so the extravaganza buffet was also Easter Sunday lunch buffet. So they had all these desserts. It looked like a scene from Harry Potter, so like just desserts everywhere, chocolate bunnies everywhere. I got myself a chocolate bunny, and there's people there. They were like solid bunnies. They weren't like little. It was like a something you would that's like $10 or something. And I'm like, I don't know where they got it all, but I took one and I ate it. And anyway, am I on Instagram? I am on Instagram. Oh, you're leaving, Kathy? I see you there. I am on Instagram. It's just the same name, my name as on Facebook, but I'm not real active on Instagram. I need to be. TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube actually is probably my most active, at least with videos uploads. But TikTok, I go live on cruise ships on TikTok. I'll start going live now. It looks like YouTube is pushing me out there. Um, Not many people, but I didn't also want like I think I have to do like a what am I saying like a thumbnail and show people like, hey, coming up, subscribe. Friday, I'm gonna go live and talk about this topic, that kind of thing. And I'm using my DJI Osmo. It is motion tracking me, which I don't know if that's going to be annoying or not. I might fix it, have it affixed instead next time because there's some pretty crappy areas that I haven't finished with this fake studio, and I don't want it to. I want it to look nice, but it's pretty cool. Well, goodbye, Kathy. I think you're gone now, but thank you for joining us here. Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about though, guys. Or I guess CK. It's just me and you. So if you got any other questions, thank you for joining in though. I appreciate it, and for commenting. That's always appreciated because comments really do a lot of things. They help force it out there. They're good with the algorithm, and they also keep me in thought instead of just going, what now? What I like to be giving questions and comments and opinions and all that stuff. And I love hearing from all the different people out there, their cruises, their favorite ship, their favorite whatever itinerary, favorite island in the Caribbean. Mine is still Aruba, but in the Mediterranean now I have a favorite island. I haven't been to much, but Malta is now my favorite. It's an island nation, but I'm sure you know that. It's smack dab in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. And we got to go in February of this year on the MSC World Europa. I'm becoming more and more an MSC fan. Originally, they were not my favorite, but I think they're working hard at fixing issues. But they just seem to have a lot of issues. I will say that. But the ships are beautiful. The itineraries were stunning, and our room was beautiful. The food is kind of a hit or miss. That's my biggest issue, and some of the interactions with the staff are kind of hit or miss also. And it may just be because I'm a spoiled American brat, and I went over there in a European Italian style cruising, and it kind of clashed. You know what I'm saying? But I did enjoy those itineraries, and that was one of my favorite videos to edit, the Malta one, because I was reliving it, and I was like, what a magical place. And we went the best time of year, I think. I have no idea though. We went in February, so it was cool in the morning, but the high was like 68 in the sun, and in the breeze it got a little chilly, but perfect for walking around for when you're going to put in a lot of steps. I'd rather it be in the 60s or 50s and have layers instead of it being 90s and even up to 100. We've been in places before, and it is dry, so I'm sure even in the heat it's not that bad as here in Florida. But I really fell in love with Malta and can't wait to go back. Hey, Destination Fun, I talked about you earlier. Yeah, I'm kind of testing it out. I said, let me get this going before, I don't want to embarrass you. I don't know how y'all do all the little screen things, and I think I might have to look into paint and upgrading. But the layout thing is kind of, I guess I can play with it here. I don't know how to play with that, but yeah, we're here. And I said something about you that I said hopefully they watch this or they come in, and I want to say thank you because I never would have thought to do something like this. And if this does this upload automatically to you? Because if so, this will help me get my video count because I want to start doing 3 videos a week. So I'm thinking Friday nights. If not, I don't want to do it on the same day a video comes out, and I don't want to do it on like your day or Wednesday when Bill goes. And Thursday, I don't know. It's like I think Friday, but Friday is usually movie night, but maybe early Friday afternoon, like 6 p.m., 5 p.m. or something like that. I just happened to, but by the time I got all organized, it took me a while to get going. And I'm using my Osmo 3, so it is following me. I didn't know if it would work, and I don't know how the quality looks, but I'm just going with it. So yeah, and it's pushing it out there to some people. CK, I don't know if I think they're still in here. Kathy was here, but she's a follower and a friend of mine. Known her for actually almost 20 years. I realized that in the live. I'm like, that is crazy. Because when I first moved to Florida, I started working pretty quickly at Walmart, and I was like, this is just going to be a temporary job. I was there for 10 years. Anyway, StreamYard, it will save to the channel. Okay, that's perfect. And then I can tweak the description and make it a little better. I love that. So then I can then say I'm going to do Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday for YouTube content. Friday will be this kind of content. And basically all I was talking about in this stream was my favorite cruise. I'm going to have to work on these angles because when I turn, I'm completely not looking at the camera. But I just don't, anyway, I'm sitting on a stool and I have my laptop in an office chair with the laundry hamper. And I've got my mouse here just on my leg and on the arm of the thing. And I'm just I'm going to get it set up a little better. And maybe it might not be here. It might be in the other room, but I kind of like this background. I just don't know if it's big enough for both me because I'm like in the corner here. And it like you can see the illusion gets lost really quick if I go to either side for Tuesday night. Mom's Travel Team, hey, it's clear. I put it to 720 or 780, but I was scared to do 1080 because my internet, I have Starlink, so I might just leave it at this because I'm like, honestly, I don't think it's going to matter. It still looks dim to me on my laptop, but I think that's just how it looks. Mom's Travel Team is here. Hey, I'm testing this out thanks to Destination Fun. They inspired me to do this. And I think you already know I will be joining them too. So I'm not on TikTok tonight. I thought about putting it on simultaneously. I have to think about that word simultaneously because it sounds like I'm missing syllables of simultaneous. Anyway, but I was going to get distracted by TikTok if I put it up. So I was like, I'm going to go live on this first, test it out. I've been live now for 33 minutes. I should probably end it. Should you go for an hour? There's more people in here now. What's happening, guys? And I'm getting hot though. I got the fan pointed at me. I'm rambling. Oh, when I'm rambling, I'm having a good time. There's always someone live, so you just got to roll with it. People watch replays on YouTube. That's what I'm hoping too. That I think it's going to get more views in the replay or eyes on it, and just any kind of view or watch hour is good for the channel, for money and stuff, and also subscribers. So I'm hoping that, and then I can tag all of you who have channels when you come in. I'll say, hey, we chit-chatted about this, and then or we can do like what you're doing. You invite people into yours. That's an awesome idea. Nice, Monster. And I'm learning that the little mouse thing to highlight the comments. How do you do that bot thing to drop your channels? I didn't know what to do with that. Keep it going? Yeah, oh wait, I think it's tricky with TikTok. Yeah, you can't. I think if I wasn't interacting with TikTok, say it was just here, and I wasn't going, hey guys, and doing that, that's fine. If I have all my focus on the YouTube, and just so that, and maybe TikTok could come in, I'll just keep saying I'm on YouTube live, so they'll come over. But then that's also, yeah, that's pushing it. I wouldn't do that. I might go live on TikTok, hey, in 10 minutes, I'm going to be on YouTube, something like that. I want to do this on a cruise ship. That would be fun. Like, especially like if we could get it, like, say you're on a cruise ship, we happen to be cruising at the same time, and like we can just go live from our rooms and be like, I'm in this island, and you're leaving this island. It's the sun's up over here, the sun's set. That would be cool. Keep it going. I'm gonna try. Yeah, why not? Right? There's no reason. I'm not tired. Well, I'm always tired. When I just finished editing a video today on Summit Destination Fun. This 2 sea days after we embarked, so the days after the two, not a lot of content. So it's 2 days, and it's like I don't even know how many minutes it is. It's pretty short, and that's because I slept away most of those days, and I edited. Went to the casino, of course, a little bit. Ate quite a lot as per usual, but I didn't really do much. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go back and lay down. There's nothing better than some sea day naps. I will tell you that. That's like my favorite thing to do on a cruise ship. I'm not, because I don't sleep a lot in my normal life, and I know that sounds unhealthy and dangerous, but I can sleep now on a cruise ship in weird time frame. Not like early in the morning, but say I get up 5 a.m., go look for coffee, go eat, go explore. Then about 9, 10 a.m., I'm ready to sleep till 11. That's just how I like to do it. Why not? I just finished my posting for the day on YouTube. I'm going to have to check it out. I think I did get the alert when I was about to go up here. It dropped the thing. It's called Nightbot. It's free. So is that something that integrates? So I would have to sign up for that and then integrate it or something. Nightbot. Thank you. I'm going to have to remember that. But I think there's a restriction in YouTube. Wait, for what? That would be cool. Yeah, we want to do that kind of stuff. And with TikTok, it's so much easier because you can just whip out your phone, of course, and have a pretty big audience. But then I think it's much more professional to do it like this. It's not jittery. You can interact. You can have somebody doing comments while you're talking or like chatting on another device. Or I think this is a good to actual disseminate and receive information this way. Whereas the other one, it's very chaotic. And it's kind of like, okay, you might see some comments. When I have a lot of people in, which that's only when I'm on a cruise ship, tons of people where I just don't see everything. And then I think you end up losing them because they're like, oh, this idiot didn't even respond to me. And I asked them 3 times. And these other people are responding to me. Who the heck are those? Anyway. Destination, isn't there a 24-hour limit only use on YouTube for 24 hours? I'm not sure what you're asking. I think you can go live as much as you want. Yeah, I think on YouTube, I have been live in YouTube on cruise ships, but I didn't do it like this. I tried to do it like TikTok on the phone, and it didn't seem to. Very few people came in, and I was walking around, and I would go to TikTok and get 300 people. So I'm like, I'll just stay on TikTok. But I think like this, once you have people and like you pick the date like you did, like, okay, Friday nights, guys, maybe I might have to adjust the time frame sometimes. If it's like I'm running late, it's going to be 8 p.m. or it's going to be 5 p.m. because we got to go. Because Fridays are usually travel days when you're cruising. If you leave Saturday or something, but you can do it. I could do this in the car if the signal's good enough, not as a driver, a passenger. TikTok. Ugh. 8 people in here. I appreciate that, guys. I didn't know I can send likes. What's weird is I think you can do it on Chrome, but I was on Safari and I could not send likes. But I could like it once when I was watching Bill's live the other day. Make sure. Oh, thank you, Destination Fun. That's right. Hit the thumbs up for more, guys. It integrates with YouTube. Okay, Nightbot. I think YouTube wants you to have the content only on YouTube. Oh, after you do a live stream? I mean, I'm fine with that, I guess, if that's the case. Ignore until I research. Trust but verify, right? That's what you should do with everything I say as well. No limit. You can click the tab for lives, and it has every live I ever have done. Really? I did see your other lives when I went to see the one scheduled with Bill that night. It showed your other ones from part one of the same topic of allure. So yeah, YouTube is less finicky. Yeah. Although, how does YouTube Live work with like copyright? Like, what if I play a music? Will that flag it? If I if I play a music, no, if there's a song or something for 5 seconds or whatever the time is, will it like trigger it and like restrict it, or will I get a warning? Like that's my question too with it. I have done lives from cruises. Really, I've seen the tall cruise man or whatever his name is. He does it all the time, and I think he gets more views afterward. Like it becomes like he gets thousands of views in the following days that it's been live. But initially, because I went in a few times, there was like this pretty intimate group, his probably core group. But then once it's out there and he has time to fine tune the hashtags and all that stuff, I think it gets a bigger audience. You're on your Android phone, so probably you are probably using Google Chrome. I don't know, or your app. You're using an app probably. Yeah, I'm not 100% because I used to stream on Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram, and download the stream after, then post them back over 30 to 24 hours. Huh, man, you're all over the place. That sounds like a lot of work. They are finicky with music on cruise ships. You have to be careful when there's music. Okay, just like when you're editing a video, that gets me. So I have to watch my videos like 10 times after I've edited and try to listen for if I can hear. Because then usually what I do is I overlay music on top of that real low. So I think that confuses it. Music that I have the rights for. So if they're playing Sweet Caroline, I'll put something kind of similar, like a funky little beat in there, and try to break it up. And then I'll try to isolate the voice audio, but sometimes that sounds really bad. Or I just cut most of it up. You're on the app. I have handcrafted business that I streamed, but no sales, so F it. So you like like you make things like for Etsy kind of things. There, I hate to say that, but believe me, I tried everything besides going back to work for the man because between I had a hiatus, if that's what it's called, between my 10 years of retail when I quit. I basically walked out, but I had a lot of money saved. And so I was like, I don't need to rush into another freaking career that's spiraling me. I left that job. I was over 300 pounds. I was stressed. I was miserable. And I didn't realize how miserable it was until after I didn't have to go in. I'm like, holy crap. And now I think I'm at that point now. But so I got it. I made soaps. I was doing like shea butter with essential oils and like lotion bars and soaps, and they were actually selling, but not enough. And then I just started spending too much money with it, and I'm like, this isn't going anywhere. I even was reselling on Poshmark. I was reselling on Amazon. I was doing a lot of stuff, but it just wasn't enough. It would come in spurts, and I think because I don't have the personality to like hot clothing, I think if you are a little younger or youthful, or you have a good sense of style. And plus I was selling all kinds of clothing, not just men's, whatever I could find. They were all new. So what I did is I would find my big hack was like with Kohl's and Belk and different places. When you go online, they'll have like buy one get two free, and if you search that with clearance, sometimes there'll be an $8 item that you can get three of for $8. Weird sizes, but then I would just order those. Like my biggest thing is I ordered all these Vera Wang blouses, small, medium, petite, whatever. Where I ordered like 25 of them for like $2 each when you did the math, and I sold them babies for like $15 each, 15 to 18, and I made pretty good money with that, in my opinion. Like that's kind of thing I was doing, but then it was too much work with inventory. Then people started wanting to return stuff, not on Poshmark, but on other places, and then the shipping's delayed. I want my money back, and I'm like, this is too much. It's too much to keep track of unless you're big enough that you can hire people. I can't do that stuff. But I really got into making soaps. I made like all natural, more not like glycerin soaps, but I forgot what I made now. I don't remember. Anyway, I did essential oil, like candle, different things, and I had moles and all this stuff. Mole, MOL, not you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I admire people who do even attempt it because it takes a lot out of you. It really does. Not Etsy. I have a Shopify. I work in a mortgage and got laid off 3 times in 3 years now. I'm employed. Oh man, that's going around right now. This economy. I'm sorry. You have to do what you have to do too. That's why I on TikTok a lot of the people in my live like they work a job or they're retired, but they still have to go. They also choose to, but that's where they get their spending money. They go do Uber Eats and that kind of thing. And I've talked about doing that again just to get some cash, like make $1,000 or something, so I have spending money, and not that like or use it to buy more camera equipment, something that would make me money. That's the thing, but I just can't get in. I don't know. I feel like once I start doing it, I'm not going to want to do it again. I used to do that stuff too. It was a lot of work. Crocheted items. I hate that word too because I've heard people say crocheted, and I've almost said that. Crocheted items at a local markets too. Yep, resale too. Awesome. I seen people doing that on airplane. On my last airplane, there was a guy, young kid. I think he was from Mexico. I heard their story, but he was visiting. It's when we flew. Oh, anyway, the last time we flew, he was flying back to Charlotte in North Carolina, North Carolina. They lived there, but they were visiting Mexico via I don't know. They flew back into Atlanta, and then they had a connecting flight in Atlanta to Charlotte. But the whole time from Atlanta to Charlotte, that dude was crocheting these little. They look like little roses, maybe or flowers, and just the whole time he never stopped, and he had to be 19 years old. 19, like, and I'm like, that is insane. Like, I wish I could do something like that. I used to source the Goodwill bins. People are pretty scammy. Yeah, I know there's some people who do that, and like Florida's a good place, not where I live, but Tampa probably, and anywhere there's a high income level. So down towards Miami area and all that stuff, West Palm Beach, a lot of people do that and supposedly find scores, but now Goodwill's onto it and they're up. They're putting that stuff. It's still probably feasible to make money on them, but they're on to they have people in there who know what the items are now, and they're marking them up a little bit more than they, in my opinion, should be for being previously worn, and sometimes a lot worn. People rewatch lives. We had 91 views Tuesday night, and I just looked and it's at 191 views. Awesome, and that all counts. That's how I'm making money now. Is I have none. No one of my videos is like viral, but I have so many now. It's just I have some that get like 80 a day, 90 a day, and it just all adds up. And that's what I like. On TikTok, it's not like that. TikTok, I think your individual video has to get over 1,000, like it's every 1,000. So it's not over all your videos, which is kind of BS because YouTube does it that way, which I'm thankful. Because if not, I wouldn't be making any money. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. That's awesome. I was just going to check my dubs when I saw your live. Oh, awesome. Well, thank you for popping in. Yeah, I had to take a job for 20 an hour. That's not, yeah, that is not. You know what when we talked to our Uber driver in Anaheim, he works for not the bus system, but like there's a private bus company or a county. They go like deeper into the neighborhoods. They don't just drive. So they serve. I think they service elderly or people who are handicapped more. But it's a private company, and he said he makes $43 an hour, and he's Ubering for extra money for his granddaughter's wedding or something. And nice guy, but I'm like $43 an hour, and he said he gets overtime, and he has a house, and I'm like that's a lot of money. I mean, my overtime, I don't even make close to that when I'm making overtime. That's pre-overtime money, and I was blown away by that. But that might be why things are so expensive there. But they made a new position. I got $4 more an hour. Still low, but I'm making it. Hey, that's a big help though. When I first started Walmart, I remember that paycheck. I was making $6.70 an hour, and I don't know how I lived on that. I really don't. Even back then, when the economy was or whatever, inflation wasn't as bad, cost of living wasn't as bad. When I got up to, and I realized when I left Walmart and I started at the post office, I'm like, I'm making like 4 times. Was it? I started out making like 4 times more than that. Well, not quite. 3 times, 3 point sometimes. I'm like, that's insane. That some. So basically, that's how I look at it. Look, so every $6, every $7 that I can go up, that's like another baby Kellman income that I need to add. I want to have like 10 times that amount. Anyway, minimum. Where's everyone from? Yes, crocheting is relaxing. You know where I'm from, but yeah, where's everybody from? That's a good question. Hopefully the market's improved. Stuff here in Florida has gotten crazy expensive. House prices are here don't add up. Oh my God, you are totally right. You're right. You need two incomes, and we're dinked, so we're dual incomes, no kid. Dual income, no kids. On Dara's life, she said she's a single income, no kids, and I love that. That's hilarious. Uh, but we wouldn't be able to have any kind of house. I wouldn't without another income. And imagine if we had kids on top of it, which I know you do, Mom's Travel Team. So it's a miracle. Every day is a freaking miracle. That's how I look at it. You got to think like that. I'm left-handed too, so more unique. Okay, they think they know what time items are. Our Goodwill, yeah, isn't even worth walking into. Same with the ones here. I've seen stuff on there with, um, I guess I can I say that roach poo on it, like albums and books. I'm like, I tell people when they're in there, be careful touching anything that's been like paper. The roaches love to be on that stuff, and cleaning out a garage, and they bring. And I'm like, that is disgusting. And I'm like, don't touch that stuff. I mean, I guess if it's salvageable, touch it and clean your hands. But ugh, like albums, anything like records and that cardboard, they're all water. But if you look closely, those little teardrop brown things, that's excrement of roaches. Sorry about that. I can't tag you. I'm on hobby mode because I was getting depressed. Maybe I'll clearance my arm. No, don't get depressed. Oh, I skipped ahead there. I told my boss that they have high turnover because, like, yeah, that's precisely right. 7 people, friends, in here. Yeah, thank you guys for joining. Loved era. Yeah. Indiana, mom boss. There's a couple moms in here. Hey, mom boss, welcome in. And if you're new to my channel, if you want to subscribe, feel free to do it. But thank you for joining me either way. I do travel, mainly cruise content lately, but travel content. I think that's everybody's dream gig, at least that I know. And I would love it to be a permanent gig, and every subscriber and like helps me get there. And it's free. I like when Travel's Free says that. And it's free. So why not take it for a test spin? Try us out for a month. And if you don't like us, unsubscribe. I'm not going to say that. My kids are young adults. They pay a tiny bit of rent and employed, so they buy their extras. I love that. That's real life, real world stuff right there. Hi, Mom Boss. Meet Mom's Travel Team. I think I hear a collab. No, I can't tag people. Yeah, Kellman is also. Oh, thank you. I was having trouble tagging people too on my laptop. I had to like start typing their name, but if I don't know how it is on the app, I have no idea. Did I make it to the bottom? Yeah, it's free. I watched the whole video because there are gems plugged in there. Wait, what were we talking about? I watched the whole video because there are gems plugged in there. I forgot what we were talking about. I already did. Anyway, I'm sure you'll answer me. You're good at. You're one of my you're my linguist, right? You're my. So actually, let's bring up that topic. Not to change in your videos, Kellman. Oh, thank you. Oh, you watched the whole ad because there are gems plugged in there. Oh, I can't tag from an app on phone. I have to use laptop. I'm bad at pretty much everything like that. Yes or no, I wasn't going to. Okay, I'm just gonna destination fun. I'm gonna say, actually, I did. I was doing it in my mind as I was driving. I was delivering, working a couple of days ago, and I was thinking of all of you because I was like, wait, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. It's like hen, pen. Anyway, so a tender boat, tender boat, tender boat. I have been mispronouncing it, and I refuse to agree with the people until Google. I played it. I spoke the word into Google on the web page, and it said, "No, not quite. You're saying it like this." So I never thought TEN and TIN had different sounds. So I guess there is, and I, I'm the king of. What are you doing, buddy? You sniffing my toes? Don't do that. They're not. They probably don't smell good. Why are you wagging your tail? Go lay down. Go get your toy. Where's your toy? Go get your toy. That's about the only thing he knows, poor guy. You watch me on TikTok, Mom Boss? I love that. That's cross-platform fellowship. Is that a word? Fellowship? 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 Thank you. It means a lot to me. I promise. You know what? I appreciate you analyzing it because I know you want to improve always learning. I just blew my mind that I never would pick up on something like that. It's so, in a way, it is trivial, but I think you must have a good ear. Can you sing? That's what I was thinking, that maybe people who can audibly pick up on those small things that people like me just steamroll over, that maybe you can hear, like maybe you're a singer or you've been into music, you understand more ranges and the way things sound. I don't know. Bobo, he's tap dancing around. No, I shouldn't have said it. He's tap dancing. You can't come up here. You look bad. I got to cut your hair because you got those grass. I still haven't taken those grass seeds out. I appreciate that too. Coming over here from TikTok. I'm probably going to go on TikTok when I'm done with this. I've made it to 56 minutes. Let's go for an hour. But yeah, I was talking about Celebrity Beyond being my favorite so far because mainly the crew, and I do have a whole review video about that. And I actually filmed it right here too, I think. But the crew made it. I'd never seen such a happy and well-oiled crew. Like there was, even during like hectic moments, like lines and getting on and off the ship, people were there with a smile. The captain even came down. Captain Kate said, "Enjoy your day in Antigua or wherever we were, and talk to us. Let me put my arms around her," which I didn't really. I tried to do the Keanu Reeves version where you like float, but she like leaned. I'm like, okay, let's do this. I'm like, we're friends. We're friends, Captain Kate. Well, I am very close with her. She doesn't like to get on here because she said she wants me to achieve my greatness on my own, because that's when you appreciate things more. So she'll never be in one of my lives because she does watch, but she doesn't like click into it, you know. Yes. Oh, you're Big Mama. Okay, Mom. Okay, I know who you are. You always send gifts. You like send gifts every second. I swear you're sending me corn, heart puffs. And what else do you send? Like the new one, the music note thing, I believe. Thank you, Mom Boss. I guess you are a mom. My actual job is as an auditor. Attention to detail. Yes, I have great hearing, even though all those years of concerts. You attention to detail is that's a niche. You can't learn that. I think you kind of have that, and then you foster that as you're growing up. You kind of have that, and it becomes more and more prevalent, or a strength, a capability, something you can actually use quite often. And I have a pretty good attention to detail, but not quite. I have very good hearing, but I wouldn't notice that right away. I think if they kept saying it, then maybe like me, I kind of repeat things over and over when I'm on that kick. You're probably like, wait, say it again? No, buddy. No, you're not saying it right. Mom Boss, I'll screenshot it and follow on TikTok. You'll see her in the lives. She's there. She's on Dara's live too. I didn't know what Dara was talking about. And one time Dara said, all we need is Big Mama to come in and we're good. And then I'm like, I thought she just meant because there was somebody, I think a guy, Bigger Andrew was there. There was somebody with a big in her name. And I'm like, and I thought she was like making a joke. And then there was Big Mama. And I'm like, wait a minute, there is Big Mama. She went, yeah, Big Mama's there all the time. And then Big Mama came to my life. So I was like, thank you, Big Mama. Yeah, follower. Everybody follow each other. Spread the follows. I'm getting thirsty. I drank so much water when I came home, which is good. I had a headache, and instead of taking Advil, I chugged like a liter of water. And it is so hot. Those of you in Florida, Destination Fun, or anywhere that's hot. Brittany is in Louisiana. She said it was muggy as F. She is New Orleans. Louisiana's pretty big, but she's coming back tomorrow. She'll be back tomorrow evening. I'll be picking her up, and then Sunday we'll be live together on TikTok. Why not? Sometimes it sucks because I don't want to be picky. It is easier. You got to gauge the person you're dealing with. I think like I will never truly be mad at you. I might feel offended for a split second, but then when I'm listening to you, you're just trying. You don't want me to get picked on by somebody else who's going to be like, "F you, you're dumb," something like that. And I'm pretty good at understanding criticism is needed, it's wanted, but there is an appropriate time. Like, say if I was, in the middle of an actual speech, you wouldn't be like, "Excuse me, say that again." On TikTok, though, whatever. It's fun and it gets engagement, so I love it. And I'm careful too when I notice things on people. I try not to like give them because those things can give people a complex. So like, I'll be like, I'm never gonna say that word again. I'm gonna have to say the small boat. Never. But I'm not like that. But depending on what you point out in somebody, it can be like, well, that's now one less word in my vernacular that I can use. But it's yes, you are a mom. It's a very important role to play, and I appreciate all the moms out there. My mom, all moms. It's a very underrated dads too. It's a underrated. It's kind of like I think kids, especially not your kids probably, but a lot of kids while they're in adolescence, they don't understand it until they have kids. I don't think you truly understand. Even me, even though I help raise my brothers and sisters, I will never know until I actually have a kid and have to think about somebody else before myself. And I think I'm lucky but selfish that I don't have to think like that. I consider Brittany and the dogs here and there, but sometimes the cats, but they don't really need me. But every decision you make in life, you have to think about even when they're grown. You got to think about them. Well, can we go on this 10-day cruise? Because you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's an important role to play. I won't say it's a job because a lot of people say that but it's more than a job. It doesn't have there's no time clock. You don't get to say, okay, I'm clocking out, kids. Peace till tomorrow. I took a nap so I can watch. She should be in bed. Dara should be asleep. Oh, or when I get up in the morning, she's up. So she's 6 hours. So when I get up at 4, it must be 10 a.m. there. Can you see the heart? I don't see anything on here. No, I don't even see the likes. I guess that shows up maybe later. But I was doing it when Bill was live. I was tagging. I could see them kind of like TikTok. I figure Tuesday we will have you guys introduce your channels and etc. Then we can talk a bit about Utopia. Yeah, I need to study up on it. I don't know much about it except it's going to be the 6th, but not the final, right? I probably already messed up in the Oasis class. A lot of people think Utopia is going to be. I've encountered people in my TikTok lives who think it's going to be like Icon. I'm like, nope. And they are very close in size. I will say Icon is the largest ship, but it's not by much. I think overall they said it's 7% larger than the Wonder of the Seas, and I think it's only going to be like 6% larger than Utopia, something like that, or 6 point something percent. Which that is a lot, but when you like spread it out, think about it. They just changed the way that the layout is. I'm pretty sure, but that'll be awesome. I like your thought there on what to do Tuesday. Mom's travel team. I can see the heart. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thinking of the well-being of the human. I mean, 24/7, 365. Yep. Yeah, I admire it. I'm telling you, I don't have kids, and I don't know how people. When you hear, no, I'm not bringing up something dark, but when you hear about these people, these stories where they say these parents were crazy, but I think that's like the only way you can actually do it all is you have to be a little bit mad, insane. You have to take, because you got to work, you got to provide, you got to money. It's a lot. You got to kind of go with the punches and the blows. You can't just be like, I'm gonna just do my thing. It's an adventure. Beta for Dara, it's only 5:30. Oh, well, she's 6 hours ahead of me. What time is it? What time is it with me here? It's 8, so she should be in bed right now. But I see when you're up late, she's getting up in the morning. So she must be 12 hours. No, that doesn't make sense. She's 6 ahead of me, and you're 3 behind me, so 9 hours ahead of you, right? Roughly. So your 10 p.m. is her 8 a.m. You're 9. Really? That's crazy. So you could watch Dara in 2 different days in one of your days. Isn't that weird? That hurts my head. I have to check out StreamYard. I don't have enough subs yet, but I'm more familiar with OBS, and I think it's Streamlab. I have no idea. It's all very new to me. I was wondering what people did, and I see the little watermark thing here. So I guess like when you pay, I don't mind it being there. I kind of like the duck. I don't. It must be coming in clear because it seems to be doing better than TikTok Live. Because TikTok Live, I lag every so often. It's 4:30 a.m. So for her, not now. She's like around. Wait, I gotta do the math. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Oh no, like 2:30. Wait, I'd say like 2:30, 2:36. So she'll be up probably in another 3 hours, maybe 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, it's a lot of math. And math is not my totally clear, no lag, it's smooth. Wow. TikTok needs to use, maybe because it's like dimmer, they don't use so much stuff to transmit. And you're in my DJI, which is crazy that it's working because it's tracking my head. I love doing that. Hey guys. And you can see all my knick-knack paddywhacks back here. My elephant. Oh my gosh, I have no idea of my orientation. Elephant. I got a globe. My carnival celebration inaugural book, which is right here that you can't see. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get it fixed probably so I can also affix it. If I tap it, then it does not move. I might leave it like that because it probably would be distracting. I have the LED light thing to set up here, but I have not done that. I want to put lights all like behind all these little nooks. I've got a lot of little things here. These are the little ducks we found on the Celebrity Summit, and I kept them. If I like them, I'm gonna keep the ducks. I'm not rehiding them. I like him though. He's like the black sheep of the family. He's like a mean, cool duck. Then the little magnet ducks, which a lot of people are going to these now, which are cool because you can just put them on things. But they're chilling out here. And this is my little carnival nook, perfect for the Pride Month there. That's not what it is, but it's just a carnival bust or what? Carnival breeze, a laser etched. Oh my gosh, almost knocked everything over. Oh, let's see here. Oh, and DJI doesn't have an app for Android, so I can't. Really? That's crazy. Android's such a big platform. We don't really. She doesn't even really use that app, though, to be honest. But I think you need to use it to set it up on your phone with Bluetooth. She just uses it with her camera. But there is a lot. You can do a lot of things with the app, though. I think it does unlock more things. Something about their agreement with Samsung. It's different camera. But wow, Samsung does. Who else is here, or do you want to go be incognito? The face tracking. Oh, really? Let's see. Oh, okay, where it follows you. That's right. On your phone, the gimbal will follow. You're right. That is only in the app. I forgot about that. And that comes in handy when you're making content. It looks very professional. I don't know. Is there any? Oh yeah, it shows 6 people. I don't know. Am I considered one of them? Because I think I have it on my phone actually. So I guess so. Why am I in, guys? 'Cause it's been over an hour, and I don't know. I don't want to have like a 2-hour live stream of just me rambling. But real quick, anybody want me to do any shout outs? Mom's Travel Team. Follow Mom's Travel Team. She's in here. Destination Fun is in here, I believe. Follow them. I'll try to put y'all in the descriptions. But I'm not showing my face yet. Ooh. I used to be like that. I was like, I'm going to do a TikTok only with my voice. And then one day I'm just like, because I don't know why, like something clicked in me. I'm like, what am I doing? And then I'd rather keep it on my face than any other part of my body. I'll tell you that. I'd rather show my face and like, other angles when I'm on someone else's eye. I'm like, whoa, bring that up here to my face. You don't need to be way far back there. Bring it up here. Bring it up here to this. Do you not ramble on TikTok? I do, but that doesn't save and make a upload about it. 12-pack. Refresh me. I'm sure we were just talking about that. What do y'all think about this background? I worked really hard on it, and I don't think anybody likes it. This looks really cheap. This painting here, I will say, it is a actual. Oh, it's on there tight. It's from Amazon. It did not look as nice as I thought. I wanted it to be like really gold, like more. This is more like. I guess it works because this is real gold. I kind of think I should move this to the gray tiles, maybe to get that contrast. But I figured up here I could do like, I want to order one of those things from Views and Cues, Destination Fun. Sometimes I crochet people put their camera on their lap in a view of their. That's like fetish crocheting, or what would you call it? Niche crocheting? That's funny. There's a big audience for that. I told my sister, Kara, she paints miniatures for like Dungeons and Dragons. Her husband and all them play, but she'll sell them or she'll like paint them for friends. The little, I don't know, the die or the pieces and stuff. And like I told her, you should just go live and just have it pointed at that and just be painting, and like people would love to see that. Oh, my 12-pack. No, right now I got like a 14-pack. I don't want to scare anybody either. It's very rare that someone can achieve that, and I don't want people to get turned off by me being too perfect. Haha, I went there, door magnets, but they were pricey. I a lot of people are selling, what is it, stateroom statements? Was that what it's called? Or they're being endorsed or what's it called? Brand deals or whatever. Sponsored. And they're kind of expensive. And I just bought some okay magnets. I was gonna say crappy magnets on Amazon. And a lot of them have gotten now too bent and curly, I guess from traveling. So I've tossed them. But I still have a few that I bring, and I'm going to order some more. And I have them all linked in my affiliate. I make a little bit of money. A lot of people like cruise magnets. I don't like the little ones too much anymore, and I want to put them on the outside. Sometimes they don't stick on the outside of the door, and also people will take them. Someone took my little gnomes, beach gnomes, and they had three of them together. They had 3 little hats, and they had like sandcastle, little beach shovels and things, and somebody took that. And that really made me sad because I like that one. Yeah, like you are even looking at how you look. Yeah, like you are even looking at me. I look all the time. I can see me on the DJI Osmo. I can see me on the laptop. Yes, that's huge on Twitch. Oh, painting the things. I told her like even if she doesn't, because she doesn't necessarily want to talk like I do. I don't mind just staring and rambling like you pointed or I pointed out and you agreed with me or you said, well, you do that all the time basically. I don't mind doing that because it kind of organic, and the people like you all dictate where I go, basically, which I like that. I like kind of just, I'm like the Plinko chip, and y'all, I'm dropping in, I hit all of you, and then I bounce around, and I finally make it into no money though at the bottom, probably negative something, but I like Plinko. I miss that. Miniature painting streaming in Twitch and TikTok. I'm gonna have to tell her that. No nostrils view crochet. That could be your niche. No nostrils, I promise. No nostrils given. Uh, that would turn me off to it. I would laugh for a while, but I mean, I can't do this because everybody's nostrils, mine particularly, have a lot of hair in them. And I get irritated if somebody touches my nose because I'm always, gross fun fact, having to trim my nostrils. My nostril hair grows faster than any hair on my body. I don't know why. And right now it's irritating me. I can feel a little, if I barely like squeeze the little where I've trimmed them will irritate me. And I'll start sneezing. And like, Brittany back in the day would play and be like, boop. And I'm like, no, no, no. And I swear I can sneeze on cue if somebody messes with my nostrils. But I've tried waxing and I will never do that again because Brittany has a waxer, but it's not, I put it on a Q-tip and then I said, I'm doing it. The first one came out horrendous, horrible. I will say though, afterwards, like a few days later, it felt very nice. The next one, the Q-tip broke or it pulled out, left the cotton in there. So I had to painstakingly use tweezers and rip piece by piece of it out. That was horrible. I'm never doing that again. Anyway, that was a gross off topic, but there are a lot of people who don't talk and only show their hands. Yeah, I've watched some of those people. There's people who are cooking too, which is very interesting in other countries. I see them making just massive amounts of food in woks or in pots, boiling, and very much how they cook on my island. So my island, my aunt, when she makes big things of guava jam, mango jelly jam, papaya pine or papaya cookies. So she has some candy, the fruit basically. She uses the biggest pan I've ever seen. I don't know where she got it from, but it's like aluminum and it's like, I swear it's like a 50-gallon pan container, and she has it over a flame like wood burning, and they stir it with a coconut tree branch. They cut off the thing, and you know how the ends connected to the tree are kind of like a big spoon. They use that, and they keep stirring it and scraping it off the sides, and so like that even would entertain me. I'm like, my aunt should be doing that when she makes it, but they do all that stuff, and I like seeing that. Like that's something that we would never do here. We're like, ooh, I'm not going outside and doing that cooking, but it comes out good. My first live for crochet on TikTok, someone came and called me what? That's how you got to do it. You have to kill them with kindness. That's horrible. Why would anyone say that? They were trolling. You must have had views in there, and they were just trying to get interaction. I get some comments, and luckily, I think it automatically blocks a lot of the hate. But I just don't understand why you would, unless like you're jokingly with somebody, like me and you, or like other people we know. Okay, we know our limits, and I know it's going to be funny, or you know it's going to be funny. But like when it's just like someone who doesn't know you, and like someone let you, like someone that time they said, "Oh, I knew you were a cruiser the minute I saw your body. I don't even have to see the ship." And he said, "Let me guess, your wife has the same haircut as you, but weighs 50 more pounds." And it was funny. I will say it made me laugh, but I'm like, that's pretty mean. So don't you talk about my wife. But I'm like, why even come in and say that? It's crazy. The map is cool behind you. Oh, thank you, Amazon. This is where I'm from. Right. I gotta look. Right up here, Honduras, the little islands right there. I like the color. That's what I was going for. The gold. I painted this wall here. This paint, this little pint of paint or gallon. Is there a quart size paint? I think a quart. Quart is what I got. It was like $40. It's gold paint, and I did like this technique that I did on my own, where as it's drying, I kind of like, you can't really tell. Maybe if I change the light, but it gives it like a texture, like it's gold leaf basically, like angles and diamonds, and so I just made different as it's drying cuts through it with the roller. But I kind of don't like it now, and I'm mad about that because it costs a lot of money. My face wasn't even showing. That is the crazy part. What? Even if your face was, but yeah, that they just wanted attention, and you gave them the attention they don't like, intelligent attention. They wanted a reaction. You can also add your own green screen for background. I was looking at that, but Did it? I think it said I had to upgrade. Do you pay for the upgraded one? I don't even know how much it is. I'm into that too. That would be nice. That way we can have, say, if I want to do it in a more comfortable setting, because I am quite uncomfortable right now. I don't have a good little chair here right now. I'm using the chair to hold my laptop up. I'm sitting on like a mechanic stool, or like a stool, what you would be to do something real quick and then get up from. Yeah, I like your map. Seems vivid enough. Okay. Well, thank you. I wasn't as happy with it when I opened it. It looked much better on, of course, the thumbnails or whatever, but like I don't know if you can even see the compass here. That looks really like cheap and distorted. I don't like that, but it looks very much like they took somebody else's thing and stretched it out, and it got kind of cheap looking. Yeah, that person has a sad life. Absolutely. Spare no expense. It's fine. I told them they are welcome to stay, and I hope they get good vibes and feel better. That's what I told that guy. My rude comment on I didn't even know I had it. It came in 4 weeks ago. My rude comment on YouTube, and I was actually kind of happy because I'm like my first very negative comment, but I had to go in and freaking approve it, and I didn't know that. Anyway, actually, I could read it on my phone because I took a picture. I'm gonna remember that person's name in case they come back, but I don't think they responded back. Oh gosh, I see myself on here. Oh, I was definitely one of the viewers because it just went off. Okay, what am I doing? Focus, focus, focus. And I think y'all may remember this because I said it the other day. Oh, this is crazy, guys. I'm trying to get the good. Isn't that crazy? I've never done that. Oh, here's a preview of what our silicone bracelets will look like. I don't like the. I hope that airplane is not that close, but I put nautical wanderers and I put a cruise ship. It's not going to have that. It's like front and back, so that's the front, I think, or the inside. I figured those are good colors. I need to focus on. I'm just showing pictures. Okay. Oh yeah, you saw the comment. It said, "This clown complains about MSC while he displays a Carnival cruise card in the background." So I'm not sure what he was talking about. Maybe this book here, all of the Carnival stuff, but there's celebrity stuff too. I didn't get anything from MSC because I thought it wasn't worth getting. It's just my opinion. Actually, no, I got a free reed diffuser. It's somewhere in the house, like a fragrance. Uh, in the background, he doesn't attend dining or shows, yet rates the cruise poorly. You are a soy boy. I'll give you a review a 1 out of 100. I like how he did play with that, like review one out of. Then I rebutted with, well, it seems like you've got quite the critical eye. Let me clear things up for you. The Carnival Cruise item in the background doesn't dictate my ability to review other cruise lines. And as far as your rating of 1 out of 100, well, let's just say your grasp on constructive criticism might need some work. Nonetheless, I'll keep your, I don't remember, I cut it off so I don't see it. I'll keep your thoughts in mind for my upcoming videos. And then basically, for future reference, my name is Kellman, so you don't have to call me clown. And cheers. Have a good day. But I was like, in a way, that's good when you get a negative comment because that means that's what helps. And I just wish I was able there to. What am I trying to say? I wish I was there to approve it fast enough so it would get out there and other people would see it as it has traction, and then start commenting because that's where you get like I'm gonna put all the comments unless they're just vulgar because it's real. It's still there, yeah. I think you have to sort it by newest comments though because it it's new now. It's not a trending comment, so it doesn't show up unless you change your settings or something like that. Oh yeah, sheesh. What's a soy boy? I think he's trying to basically. I did look into that. I think he's looking at that. He's basically trying. He's probably a Republican, which there's nothing wrong with being a Republican or a Democrat or whatever. But I think he's trying to say that I'm a very liberal thinking person. Like maybe he watched some of my other videos when I said I was a vegetarian. I don't know what it means, but it sounds like that. Like an insult from Is that the left side? Whatever the Republican side is, I have no idea. To the other side, and I'm like in the middle. I don't like either side, to be honest with you, and I don't care if you all do. But I'm over all of those people. You'll go and comment later. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I did run my response through ChatGPT. I had to make it sound. I pretty much said that, but I said make this sound a little meaner, but also tactful, because I said something pretty much similar, but I didn't have the like furthermore and the commas and the like it kind of gave it more of a thoughtful response. You're a Republican. I have no clue. You live in California. Good for you. My grandmother, well, rest in peace. She was a Republican living in California, and my aunt in Napa Valley is staunch Democrat. Absolutely. During the holidays when we would visit, my dad is a Republican, or I guess he was. He doesn't even live in the country, so I don't think he cares. But the days would always start out so nice, and every evening it would always be side against side, like, well, this is all because of Reagan, and this is all because I was back then. And I'm like, what's happening? Aren't y'all brothers and sisters and family? It's the weirdest thing to me what politics does to people. This is just like TikTok Live now. I need to focus and talk about cruising. Keep it on topic. Soy protein. What does that have to do with him being so stupid? And I like soy. I don't really eat it exclusively, but a lot of protein powders and things are soy. Good. No, I need to get out of here. Wait, it's expensive. Yeah, I think California, not even living there, I just think what happened is the government got too big. It's like collapsing on itself. There's too much of it. There's too many things they're having to fund, and it's just it's starting to implode or whatever. It might be for the best, but yeah, I feel bad for the residents. I just don't. I think you are the last thing on their mind is the actual people, the voters, the residents, the reason why they're there. That's with every state, though. But I think California, New York, too, there's some craziness going on up there, and I don't know. I think we're lucky here in Florida. Florida's a good mix, even though people think everybody here is strictly Republican. It's a good mix of counties, and if you don't like the county, Google your counties before you move, because sometimes some people. We live in a very liberal area in the woods, but we live right on the county line, so we're more on the Republican side, and right across it's so crazy how one county, a line, can make you choose where you live. But we were lucky because there is cheaper property taxes here, because the other side has to fund UF, who pay no taxes. So they have a lot of land that's making lots of money, but they don't pay any taxes on it. So they have higher taxes for all of us if we lived in that county. Alachua County is, I think, what it's called. Yeah, we don't talk about it. I just respect and say agree or yeah. I don't. I was probably Republican. I think I'm more libertarian, but honestly, I think it's all a joke. I think it's built to keep us separated when it matters most, and to make us think we're the problem when it's not. We all need to just be looking at DC or wherever and say, "What's up, guys?" That's what they want us to march against each other, not them. And that's why I'm not saying to run up there and do that stuff that happened anyway. I'm not meeting anybody up there, but I'm just saying if everybody's going, I'll show up peacefully. But watch me get a knock on the door now. This Secret Service, are you threatening? No, I'm not. I'm not. People are coming in from the south, flooding in. It's like visibly worse. Ooh. The lines are blurred. No, I think you should always be blurred. That's why I used to look at the candidates, even though I was registered as a Republican. Now I'm unregistered. I don't vote in any primaries for anybody. I don't. It doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't matter. When it comes down to the actual vote, I will do some quick, like 5-minute research, see the person. I'm like, what's their profession? Okay, they were a doctor, they were a teacher. Okay, that sounds cool. Maybe they want to change things. Let's try it out. But if it says like lifelong politician, or I figure, I'm like, no way. I'm not voting. I'm not voting for anyone who's been there for more than 8 years or whatever, 10 at the most. That's it. It's time to move on. You served your time. Thank you for your serve. Like, do something else. Let somebody else come in and change stuff. It's a Kellman and Mom show. It is. I do think I'm gonna get off though, guys. So let's end off here 1 hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, tend to have a lot of these because of my reselling. So a lot of these I got on clearance, and I'm like, I like these. This shirt is so old. It was a vivid red. It was vivid, and this was vivid. I don't know why. I like their cotton, the material. This stuff is holding up pretty good. The graphics. I have shirts that I just bought, and they're cracking. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. And thank you, everybody. We'll do this again, I'll say next Friday, and I'm going to be next Tuesday. So this coming Tuesday on Destination Funds live stream, 6 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to talk about Utopia after we introduce ourselves. And I like that game plan. Oh, what happened? Looks like I unplugged my camera. What happened? Well, it's time to get off, guys. Camera's gone. So thank you for joining me. Have a good night. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Randasita. I appreciate that. Bye-bye, guys. Good night.